Now, Jamie, it sounds like a special needs trust is an asset protection trust. Are there any kinds of other asset protection trust, and what's the difference between that and a special needs trust?
Good question, Mark. So, yes, the special needs trust is a type of an asset protection trust. What you're doing is you're taking assets that you're leaving for the benefit of the special needs child or grandchild or other family member, possibly, or friend, and you're protecting those assets from the government. So the government doesn't have any rights to those assets. The assets are there for the benefit of that special needs person. There's obviously some limitations on what those assets can be used for, but it's a great tool, and it is clearly an asset protection trust. Now, asset protection trust, to your point, Mark, those trusts can be utilized for protecting for claims against, say, a son-in-law and a daughter-in-law. So if you have children and you love your children, and maybe you don't love your son-in-laws and your daughter-in-laws quite as much, then many times an asset protection trust is a great trust. So you leave that inheritance to a son or daughter in a trust that effectively is asset protected against the spouses of that child or grandchild. The same can apply for creditor purposes. So if I leave assets to my children in trust, that trust can be designed to provide some creditor protection against people that might otherwise sue my kids. And it can also protect assets from estate taxes and inheritance taxes. And while today we have some pretty sizable exemptions against estate taxes that most of us don't have an estate tax problem, that can change. As politics changes, as Congress changes the makeup, those laws are fluctuating and very fluid. And so we may end up in the future of having a situation where we could have significant estate and inheritance taxes again to our families. And there are certainly trusts available that will protect those assets and that inheritance from those kind of taxes.